dudes, Bill from taprack.com. I wanted to hit you up with another video. This goes from way back. I did a quick video on the Easy 8 shell caddy and talked about using that to top off my shotgun using the twins technique out of this thing. But from that, brought up some questions about why am I using a full-size shotgun and what is my setup like, and I just never got a chance to come back and re-hit it. So on the shell caddy, if I burn 6 rounds, for instance, on a residential front door on the hinges, I'm going to reload it out of the shell caddy using that same technique. So a lot of rounds came out of the gun. I'm going to go muzzle down, safety on, top that thing off, and by the time I get it reloaded up, hopefully I'm ready to make entry in behind the team and be looking for work. So why a full-size fighting shotgun first? Because it's the only long gun that I'm carrying it when I'm doing shotgun breaching. So I wanted a bigger magazine tube to hold plenty of rounds. And as the example I just gave, if I got to run 6 on the hinge side, I did not want to be completely empty on the gun in case I need to defend myself. So I want a big tube capacity. On the inside of targets, if I run a hinge side on an interior door, I'm going to assume there's a middle hinge, even though a lot of times there isn't, but I'm going to go ahead and say it is there. And so I may run 6 shots on an interior door as well. And then the door's falling in, I'm exposed to room, so I wanted to be able to defend myself with something already in the gun. So full-size fighting shotgun. Why do I like a pistol grip? So I run this just like any other pistol grip shotgun when I'm breaching, whether it's left-handed or right-handed. Just use it in this configuration, but I have had happen to me on missions, which kind of gives me, heat me up a little bit, and that is step up to an interior door, I run my shots on it, and then the door's coming open. This full-size gun allows me to come straight up into here, red dot on top, same as my normal aiming, got my own light source on it down below, so if I need to, I'll just make entry in behind that breech door and be feeling pretty confident that I can do the job on somebody inside of a room. So if I shot knob side, for instance, lock knob side, maybe put 2 rounds on it, still got 5 in the gun, and I don't think people are going to eat 5 rounds to the pump house, even if they are breaching rounds. I've done some ballistic gel testing with 3 different loads, and they're more than acceptable as an anti-personnel, anti-canine round. So wanted it to be a real fighting shotgun, not trying to hold some little pistol grip stubby thing. Red dot obviously makes sense for what it is, and the last thing is the Aerius Industries side saddle. So I'm trying not to make entry with the shotgun if I can. It would be proper breech setup, action as bridge point, I shoot, and then dudes with carbines would make the entry. So if that happens and I've only had to shoot a couple of rounds, a lot of times that I will come just straight into here, and I'm going to load as normal one at a time out of the side saddle. Gets empty, then I'm just popping it off, pulling another one out of my magazine rack, which is what I love about these. They fit in there perfectly. Come in and slap it right on the side of the gun, and I'm hot to go to continue on through the house. So the other thing, man, is the way that these things sit in my mag pouches is where I normally go for ammunition anyway, but I can feed the top 2 or 3 out of each of them if I have to. And so if I've drained the Easy 8 shell caddy from a couple of loads, I can just pluck a few out, retop that thing off, retop it off, because my fastest load for me is coming out of that Easy 8 and then twin load on top of it. So just extra ammunition on the gun, extra ammunition on me, and make sure that I have plenty to get the task done. So some guys say, well, man, you're carrying way too much breaching ammunition. Well, again, it's my primary long gun, so I want ammo on board. And twice I have run out of breaching rounds on missions, right? Different things, large scale deals or large properties with multiple outbuildings, that kind of a thing. And in one case ran completely dry with 24 rounds. So I try to stack my stuff up a little bit higher than that to sustain myself through the fight. So food for thought on what I'm doing. Sorry, last thing, man, is the match saver single on the side. So if I have to run the gun, it's a stubborn door, run it completely dry, I can just quickly speed load that into the chamber, send it home, and I got a hot gun again, ready to defend myself or my mates if I have to do work. So if you got questions on why I'm running this thing or other issues with the shotgun, give me a shout, man, and let me know what your questions are. Bill from taprack.com.